So, my advice to you, if you are an anarcho capitalist, meaning you do not believe in government because government is violence or for whatever reason, do not try to get into argument based on effects. What I mean is, when you are talking to people about why you support no government, do not try to gauge the advantages and disadvantages or why without government things would work. The metrics. So for example, maybe you can quote a study that says when government is out of education, it works better. That kind of thing. Do not try to get into that kind of argument. It's called the argument from effect. Because eventually, what it leads to is, which in most cases is perception. So that is one. It really gets to that point where somebody says, well, it's your opinion. I don't believe what you said. I don't believe in that study. That kind of thing. It is tedious. It is painful to go through that kind of argument. And it is not useful at all. In terms of actually like making a ring inside people's head what government is, which is violence. So this is my advice to you. If you want to talk to someone, debate someone about no government, start with the basic. Really start with the principle. That is it, and stop there. Yeah, maybe they can say, for example, well, I think it's good to have defense, protection, police, school, all of that. Then we start with a simple question. Okay, how do you get the money? We tax ourselves. Okay, is tax voluntary or not? Then no one can prove tax is voluntary. Like, no one can tell you that tax is voluntary because it's not. If it is voluntary, why would the police be waiting, knocking at my door if I don't pay? Why would the police be sent to seize my house or take me to rape house, which is prison? It's not voluntary. It's not. The gun is always in the room. Like Stefan Melanu always says, there's always gun in the room. It's not pointing at you. In a more civilized society, it's not pointing at you, but it's there. If you refuse, you go to prison, or you basically die. There's no any other alternative. So that is basically it. Corner them to the basics. Don't try to say, well, if you look at that study, and turns out it's better if people are allowed, if telecommunication industry is decentralized in the hands of people, it is going to get messy. And it will never really do the effect. We need to get down to basic. Is the means of doing all those things, keeping government that is it voluntary or compulsion? And then they can decide. Now it's okay if they say compulsion. Then Then really Then there's no need to really continue the argument. If you believe that, because it's simple, there's no need to continue. When somebody says Well, they believe in government. They believe in the violence to take people's money. You say, okay, thank you very much for the argument, for the debate. I think we are over. Because there's no need, because if someone agrees, if someone's principle is that you either agree with them or be shot dead or be sent to prison, then they're saying they don't value your differences. They don't value what you believe that is different from theirs. So why would you be talking to them? There's no point. There's no, like in terms of advancing the arguments, there's no point. There's no any longer any point. God, that was repetitively, it sounds so nice that I said that. I don't think I'll be able to repeat it. It sounds longer than, it's no longer, anyways. So yeah, no, there's no point to continue. I found this the hard way. I have seen people gone through this. When people are stuck with what they believe, you can't really convince them. You really cannot. They will give one reason or the other, one after one. That's why right now, I watch it's weird, with excitement, how my friends, so I used to belong in this organization, we'll call ourselves the Federalist Movement of Nigeria, which I'm part of the group that founded the organization, at least legally. Well, this guy started it, and then he collaborated with us, with me. We registered it, started the group, and really got it going. So when I see these people, these my friends, this really getting into heated argument about the effect of something, the effect of government control or no government control, it gets crazy. It really does. So please save your time, save yourself the misery and the waste of time to stick to the principle. Government is people putting you in jail or killing you because you don't agree with them. There is nothing more to it. Agree with me, or I send you to jail, or you die. Nothing else. Nothing else. Thank you very much for listening, and I will talk to you soon.